In this video we will talk about my bucket list of Era of Chaos accomplishment. What am I still looking forward to by playing Era of Chaos? Now, I almost quit back in November. In fact, I did quit one of my accounts competitively when restricted domains was introduced. At the same time, what I built over the last 1.5 to 2 years along with some of my guildmates in EU 267, that has been an excellent synergic team where we fully cooperate in maximizing the overall resources of each participant on the server. And it is starting to pay dividends. Now look at this, we're nowhere near, right? So my first account is DamonHill, EU 256. You can see that everyone before this account is 10 to 20 weeks older than my account, which is basically 3 to 6 months or 3 to 5 months. It's quite a lot. And even after, the only other EU 260s, only other accounts that you can see here, like 7th, 8th, 9th, are EU 267, and all the others are earlier, like way earlier. Some EU 196, which is about a year older, EU 175, 177. These are a lot older accounts. And look at the progression. So this is my main account, which is not being demoed here. It's another account. My secondary account that I quit professionally is this one in 9th place. And my guildmates are Marquis in 8th place and Corlagon in 7th place. All 4 of us, or in fact 3 of us, because I'm 9th and 4th at the same time, all 3 of us could have made it to the finals. Could have, because in one of the fights, maybe I can show it, there was a choice. And that specific choice determined quite a lot. In fact, I was trying to demo something else, but what I couldn't demo, and in the meantime you can see the Battle of Corlagon. What I couldn't demo is that I had to face Marquis, and I faced Marquis in a way that we both agreed that we would fight our weakest teams for the finals. So the first 2 battles are gonna be like strongest team and second strongest team, third one is the weakest team. And you can see Corlagon, he also went to the finals and almost beat Earl Ragnar. Almost. But not quite, because Ragnar is healing. I had every reason to believe that based on strengths and based on formation, because you can see that Ragnar, this is not the primary team of Ragnar. That's quite straightforward. There is a power gap, but we almost overcame the power gap thanks to concentrating the strongest team for the finals. And if you look at the finals, my secondary account, EmperorBatair, is not here because I was defeated by Marquis. I could have been here had we been elsewhere, like on another place. I have reached the finals before. But on the right hand side, I had every reason to believe that Corlagon would beat Ragnar. So, with me from the EU 256 account, having access to Corlagon, we discussed that we're gonna fight our weakest team right here. Both of us, weakest team. But unfortunately, Corlagon couldn't beat Ragnar. Now, if Corlagon cannot beat Ragnar, Ragnar would bring someone more, some stronger team than for the first time. So this means that I wouldn't have had much of a chance anyway. But I got here, and if given that I couldn't fight Corlagon, I couldn't move forward. And Corlagon had no other choice, by the way, but to concentrate his forces full out on the first opponent. And you see, this is a level up compared to the other team of Ragnar, so I was easily beaten. And it was like, what the hell is going on? Why is it so easy? Why did I give up so easily? It's very simple, because I was up against the best player that I have ever played against directly. Chubb is not only a knowledgeable opponent, but he's also playing the Chinese version of the game, which means that he also has a lot of mental stability. And well, spending levels may differ because I'm on a spending freeze and I didn't spend that much before. That explains certain changes as well. For example, I cannot bring the newest heroes to the battle, like I cannot have Theodorus Shin or Awakened Catherine. But what I knew for a fact is that, given that we play on the same server, is that if I bring my strongest team to the table, I have a realistic chance of winning. And I did exactly that. And if I don't bring the strongest team to the table, I would definitely lose, and Corlagon would definitely lose, and possibly Marquis would definitely lose against his stronger teams. So this implies that in my situation I had no other choice but to bring my strongest team. Now, this is the right hand side. So the plan was that I defeat Chubb, which happened. The other part of the plan was that the Corlagon defeats Ragnar, which didn't happen. If it had happened, I would have defeated Corlagon and would have made it to the final. Let's see the left hand side. Marquis should have won here. Not sure what got messed up. Maybe we underestimated Haplo's artifacts because we cannot know how good he is. Yeah, looks like I greatly underestimated Haplo's artifact and I had no chance of winning anyway. Looks like it's an uneven fight. But at least we made the best out of it. So Marquis is simply not yet there. If you check out the other fight, and you check out that I actually beat Titan on my own server, and let's see how even or uneven this fight is. Or not Titan, Harbinger. But you see that they have random commanders, random champion units, and they are quite even. So Haplo is the main, basically, strength player, so the strongest player, and these two could have been beaten by Marquis. Now the problem is that I would have basically not met anyone else here other than Haplo, because Haplo is undefeatable. He has to go to the final no matter what. And this is the problem that I underestimated. With 50 million power it is kind of obvious, even though Marquis's 40 million is not that bad compared to this 50 million. So this is the situation, but we had a realistic chance, at least on the right hand side, to get to second place. To get to first place, quite a lot of things have to happen. But you see that with this type of relaxation, that we can actually coordinate and discuss where to deploy the weakest team so that everyone benefits. This keeps me alive in this guild even as a support account. And by the way, it benefits my main account, even if it's on a different server. So this is one thing. Let's see another thing. Kingdom Championship or Commander Duel. This is the current state of things. And we're not even making an effort, I think. I haven't even logged in. The top 4, I mean, 3 players are red. Red are ours. And we have a diversity of teams. So Marquis chose Death and Chaos. I chose Order because it's almost a free-to-play account. VIP 3. And Corlagon is Death as well as Strength. Life is missing. And that's our only blind spot at the moment. But life can be subsidized by their alternative forms, which is quite easy to discover from Tarot. So if you check life, that's the green part. It's Rampart, Conflux, Stronghold, and the Inferno, which means that if we get the newest life hero, then Corlagon can bring some of his Infernal Fortress champions, and well, it's also Corlagon who can bring strength to life. It is not happening that easily, but it's also a possibility. So this is what keeps me up at times, and this is why I haven't fully given up. Also, Dragon League, I have never ended up in the top. Top meaning to finish the Monday to Sunday event, and the Monday after I couldn't basically see what is going on after I'm in the top 16. Because right now, you see, these are untouchable accounts of Master Dupe, Razor, and Navalny. They are basically untouchable compared to the current level, like 93, 94 million and so on. This is not something that you're gonna get close to anytime soon, or even in the distant future. And then there are quite a few other players who are a lot stronger as well. At the same time, to finish the first week of Dragon League would help quite a lot to see what is on the other side after the first week. If we figure this out, then I will let you know, obviously. And these are some of my goals with the progression: to see, observe. Obviously this account is just a support account at this time, but still, this is a very good support account.